Greetings and salutations, and welcome back once again to Campaign Jena with the 6 Days in October historical campaign. I am your host as always. Now, it's been a couple of turns since the last part, so I will explain as we see what has happened. Basically, what's been going on. The biggest thing is my poor cavalry rearguard over here has been battered by the oncoming French cavalry, which is unfortunate. But all things considered, it's not that catastrophic. It's unfortunate, but not catastrophic. This is going to hurt. Some sappers. And then we see some marching over here. Anything else? There we go. 1 unit rallied. Good. 7 units recovered fatigue. 1 unit undisorders. That's perfect. So you will immediately continue to your little withdrawal. In the meantime, we will bring up Townsend to somewhat try and help. Otherwise, it's just going to be a case of let's get you there to try and bring a bit more of this into command to try and help it reorganize. Now, over here we have these forces continuing to get into position, among other things. The Reisel battalion is fine where it is. This regiment is to occupy that 1 hex and turn about. And then this battalion is to stay where it is, I think. And then we'll bring these guns to sort of set up in a useful spot. Now, Townsend's division, as it continues to move forward, will start to deploy up here. So I'll have sort of a bottom-facing V position Now let us get also these troops moving along. These are Hohenlohe's, the Prince of Hohenlohe's troops. So let's get them moving. As we've said previously, we'll get them moving to Neustadt and set up there as another blocking force. Now, the French continue their little march. So in this case, it's time for the Saxon Hussars to withdraw. While Prince Louis Ferdinand continues his movements to the north. I'm going to position myself here, I think. And then I'll have my reserves basically in the villages. Continue moving the pontooners. Now, last turn, the Duke of Brunswick became unfixed, so we are starting to march the entirety of the Duke of Brunswick is starting to just get ready to march. First things first, let's go there as we continue to bring on forward Blucher's advance guard. They are continuing to charge up the road. Well, up the main road towards Weimar. And the king is following them. The king is actually going to be taking the pontooners to Camberg to destroy the bridge. Brunswick is going to stay here for the moment as we prepare to get marching the Hussein Grenadiers. Now, in this case, this is Prince Ludwig. You are actually blocked for the moment, so let's get them out of the way to do that. And with that, that is most of Bartensleben marching. He will be following he shall be following Blucher. And then down here, the left wing under Schmettau will advance on a separate road to the same destination, but it will just be advancing on a different road to prevent just the huge clogging of traffic. As that is the last thing I need. I do not need to spend 3 days trying to unclog my unclog traffic. And then the Prince of Orange will be, with the right wing, is going to head up north to Molosen, and then we'll head probably down this road to eventually reach Weimar. So it'll basically come this way. Bit of a zigzaggy path, but needs must. Go there, and then... Alright, you are all ready to march. You are Wartensleben. The Mollendorf Regiment. Grenadiers, and of course the gun. And then the cavalry under Prince Henry will continue to just get ready to go onto the road. Rochelle will remain at Erfurt as need be before once Brunswick's army is clear, he'll probably march to Weimar. Now the question is, what do I do with Kalkenruth? The big baggage train that is at Naumburg can stay at Naumburg for now. What do I do with Kalkreuth? Kalkreuth, I'm just going to leave him here for the moment. There's no real urgency to move him. It's not like I want to send him to Trotz, because I send him to Trotz, he's going to be far away from his actual commander, who is Brunswick, not Hohenlohe. Besides, if I send him there, he's going to probably prevent a nice, easy retreat for Hohenlohe if needed. So, I think that is it for this little turn of movement and update. Still, all things considered, despite the casualties my cavalry has been taking, which 304 horsemen in the first 4 hours is pretty bad, but not that bad, all things considered. It's going to be next to nothing overall. So, for now, I'm thinking if I can hold here for the rest of the day, I will be happy, because then I can withdraw during the night and get a few hours march ahead of, get at least an hour, a couple of hours march towards where I'm heading, which is obviously Trotz. Well, it's actually Rauschwitz, but still, if I can do it, perfect. If not, oh well. There we go, and all the division is in nice, effective command. And then, of course, we got the heavy well, actually, the only part of it that isn't in command is the heavy cavalry, but nothing I can really do about that one. Well, not unless I redeploy Mr. Cavalry Brigade Leader. Zekwitz will have to move one south. Yeah, I'm happy with it where he is, to be fair. Get these wagons on the move and continue their little journey of getting out of my way and retreating to the north. You're all main army, aren't you? Yep. And you're all main army as well. Grunheim and Arnim. Where are they? There they are, the guards. My god. The guards. And then the King's Regiment. Still, I think I am all done for the turn. By again getting Louis Ferdinand here to block this main road, which leads here and then eventually will lead to Weimar. But we shall see. Anything else? No, I don't think so. We got lots of busy marching and a bit more cavalry skirmishing, no doubt, before anything interesting truly happens. So, for now, I think that's going to be that. So I hope you have been enjoying this series so far with its different sort of style of vid. Let me know if you don't. But until next time, this has been 6 Days Campaign Jena, and I will see you all very, very soon. So until then, bye bye for now.